Hello everyone, this is Husky here, and today I am super excited because I'm here at my good friend Greg's house, also known as the Barnyard, which is a special effects studio here in LA, and we're going to be making cosplay outfits for our animated series Broken Quest. That is right, all 5 of the main characters, we're going to have our own outfits made. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be many days of work, but hopefully you guys enjoy it because it's a ton of fun, and our outfits will look quite fanciful, so let's go check it out. So here we are inside the barnyard where all the magic happens. Now, Greg, last time I was here, we were making giant robots, but now we're gonna be making cosplay outfits. But for those of you who didn't see the video, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you do, what you worked on, all that good stuff.
Sure, I do special effects, which, you know, we were talking earlier that like some people may be confused by the term special effects, like they may think it means like CG but it actually means a whole gamut of things. It's props, makeup effects, creatures, like anything that's not real that you see in a movie would be a special effect. And I kind of do them all.
Just so people get an idea, what are just a few of the movies that you've worked on, or TV shows, or anything that maybe someone at home has heard of?
Let's see, a couple would be like Jurassic Park Lost World, Saving Private Ryan, Terminator 2.
Are those on IMDb? Can I just link people to it? There you go. Yeah, go check out IMDb and look at all the awesome titles. So I'm here with one of the stars of Broken Quest, and let's pretend like everyone's dumb and has no idea who you are. Who are you?
I am Dodger from Press Heart to Continue and Dexterity Bonus. I do like daily vloggy things with coffee, but I also do lots of gaming stuff, so.
And in the show, she plays a character called Aggie. Why don't you give us the quickest rundown possible of Aggie?
Quickest? She is a were-lizard sorcerer, and she has a lot of anxiety problems, but she's actually very powerful, and I find that interesting and exciting about her.
Her character is indeed a were-lizard, which is a thing that you made up, apparently, which is great. And obviously with that means that we have to get a cast of your face. So, have you done this before?
Yeah, I actually, when I was in college, I did castings of a bunch of other people, like an entire class's face. And then at the very end, we got to do a casting of my own face. So I actually have a really creepy casting of my face at home.
Now with Dodger, we're gonna be doing a whole face cast of her, which is going to be hilarious. I can't wait. Kind of walk us through.
I mean, yeah, from my point of view, it's like, it's a very serious thing. Like the #1 rule with doing a face cast, don't kill the actor. It's
a good rule.
Yeah.
It's a solid rule.
Because we're essentially like submerging their entire face or head in a jelly-like substance, and you can't breathe through it. So it's like, it's a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I was asking her outside, like how do you breathe during that? Is there little straws that you stick in there? Is it, you just kind of peel it back a little bit? Do they just have to hold their breath for 3 hours? How does that work?
So the material we're actually using today is called alginate, and it is a ground kelp, like it's like kelp from the ocean, ground into this fine powder. We mix it with water, it becomes a paste, and then it solidifies into like a rubber. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set. So what we're gonna do is put it on her face, and then we're gonna leave the nose open, and I'm just gonna make sure the entire time that it stays open, and she's just kind of like gonna be in this zen place, breathing and you know, focusing on essentially not freaking out. And I think she can do that.
That sounds terrifying.
Claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia, everybody. All right, so let's go ahead and rub stuff all over her face.
Let's go rub stuff. Yeah. It's almost like you're submerged underwater, but you can still breathe. Like all of the sounds are very far away, and especially with them putting the alginate on, it's kind of like a flowy, watery sort of sound, but you just have to lay there and you have to keep your face completely still, because while it's curing, if you move your face around too much, then the details will get smudged. It was really fun, honestly. It's kind of peaceful. I felt kind of like maybe I could fall asleep if given enough time.
This is Dodger. We have a whole one-to-one life-size copy of her face. She will have pretty much from hairline to bust scales, making her kind of reptilian, lizard-like.
I've told you guys before, I love lizards. I'm super into lizards, and the idea of having something that can make me look like a lizard, that's literally sculpted to my face, to my ears. So there's gonna be a lot of detail and I can't wait to put it on. I think it's gonna be so cool. And then I can just wear it like to the grocery store. Awesome.
All right, so I'm here with another one of the cast members. Who are you?
I am Davis from the channel The Warp Zone, and I play Sid in Broken Quest.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about Sid?
Well, Sid is I guess you would say the antagonist, the villain. I think of him as sort of an anti-hero, but he is very arrogant, full of himself. He thinks he's incredibly clever, but he's not. He's just got way too many resources, too much money, and he just wastes it on trying to kill Jean-Ric.
And I do notice a resemblance as far as the hair.
Yeah,
and the beard.
I do. We have very similar features. He's a little bit bigger than I am.
So are we gonna be able to see you dressed up as Sid? Are you gonna rock it every day or what?
I don't know about every day, but I will rock it quite often.
I think we'll all find a new love for gray tights.
For
I think
tights?
that's gonna be a thing. So in order to make all this awesome stuff, we need lots of talented people, and I happen to have one right here. So who are you?
I'm Red 5. I'm the art director at Barnyard Effects, so I kind of have a hand in everything. I work on all of our little projects, all of our big projects, and I kind of oversee everything.
So our show is kind of a fantasy show. Have you worked on anything fantasy-ish before?
Done a couple things. The biggest thing that I've been a part of was Felicia Day's Dragon Age Redemption. So that was really the first project that I ever worked on, and it had a lot of fantasy elements. So everything was built from the ground up. So all the sets, costumes, props, like everything was non-existent until we did it. But I love doing it, and I really want to do more of it going forward. So I'm really excited about this.
Awesome.
All right, so what's the first step?
Okay, so since we're building the costume specifically for you, we need a lot of measurements. So I'm gonna start with your arms.
Okay.
So we're gonna go from, can you hold it straight out? Just like that. So we'll go from your shoulder to your wrists, 22.5 inches.
You hear that, ladies? 22.5 inches.
And then if I can just get your bicep.
So it's gonna be a little less impressive. Flexed or not flexed? There wouldn't be
Whatever
much
you
of a
want.
difference.
So then I need your waist.
I won't suck in, I'll just let it happen.
And then basically your shoulders from the front. So just your chest right here.
Just say man cleavage.
Your man cleavage? All right, man cleavage.
What was it like being all intimate there with Red 5? It was fun. It's always pleasant to be touched by a lady. Baller.
Awesome.
We're here in the workshop now, and this is where a lot of the magic happens. And I'm returning here. This is my second time here. Of course, last time was making giant robots be built, which are, actually, there's one behind us right now. But we're not here for giant robots. We're here for fantasy. So tell us a little bit about the sword and whatever you want to tell us about it.
So the first step to doing the sword is we take the art that you guys have for the show. So something like this. Then we make it big, so we make it the actual size. So this behind you here is the real size of the sword. So it's very large and very...
It's large, it's ridiculous. I tried to get them to scale it up even more, and they were like, Husky, this is gonna break, so.
That's the biggest size that you'll A, not get tired of carrying around all day, and B, won't, you know, break your skull open.
So this is kind of sword 1.0.
Yeah, this is sword 1.0. It's not the one that you'll be carrying around, but it's got the design elements in there. So then once that's done, we do a mold. So in this case, it's gonna be a 2-part silicone fiberglass mold, which when it's done, looks like this. It's really pretty, really exciting to look
So
at.
this is the finished sword right here. This is
But if you open it up,
oh,
you get the 2 halves of a sword. So basically what happens is you fiberglass inside each half and you put it together, and when it dries, you have a whole sword.
So after the fancy mold, what's kind of the next, what happens
The next step is you pull the sword out of the mold, clean up all the edges, and then you paint it. So when that's all done, you wind up with something like this.
I can't break this one because this one's actually done
Yeah.
and all painted. So this is a good example of what my sword, although mine's a little bit bigger. Yeah, I'm not letting people have bigger swords than me. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes look at exactly what it takes to cosplay your own character, which is awesome. I want to give a big thanks, as much thanks as we can fit on the screen, to Greg, Red 5, and everyone else here at the Barnyard. They're all extremely talented, hardworking people. Also, if you want to check them out, I'm going to put their links down below. They're going to be right at the top. Definitely go check them out. Show them a lot of love. They are extremely talented. They've been doing it for a very long time, and I could not be more grateful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be Jean-Ric, man, all decked out in my awesome armor. Can't wait for it. Again, a big thanks to you guys for watching the video and supporting it. If you would like to watch Broken Quest or more behind the scenes footage, that will also be down below. And I think that's I think that about does it. It's been a long day and we've made a lot of cool stuff here. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and of course, I'll see you guys next time. Oh my God. Oh no. Oh, Schmitty, what are you doing? No. What are you doing? Ha ha ha.
Tiny Nine, it feels like maybe this is all sort of a superficial relationship. Like maybe, maybe you don't love me for me, you just love me because I'm short, and maybe we need to take some time apart. Maybe, we need some space. This is awkward.